Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are here recording on Sunday, September 22nd, just ahead of the NBA season, and we're talking about Jayson Tatum today. Tatum was recently at the Maynard Fine Arts Theater. He's still on his promotional tour for Baby Dunks a Lot, his new book with Sam Apple. And he had some quotes. Gary Washburn was there, wrote them all up in an article for the Boston Globe. And so we're going to check him out. The most, I don't know the word, is viral of which, I suppose, is he said, basically, the moment he knew the Celtics were going to win the championship, he said, people always ask me, when did you guys know you were going to win a championship? When Minnesota beat Denver, I felt like Denver was the only team that matched up best with us. I thought they were going to play Denver. I thought that we were going to play Denver's in the finals, but it was going to be a close one. But when we were in Dallas and went up 3-0, oh my God, no one has ever come back from 0-3. So I remember getting back to the locker room and I remember saying, I don't know what the game it's going to be, but we're going to win the championship. That was a weird feeling. So kind of a mix of, I knew we were definitely going to win once we were up 0-3, which is like, duh. But also, like, as soon as Denver was out, he was kind of like, I feel pretty all right.
Tatum and I are very aligned on this. I don't remember if I said it on a pod. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I said it just in conversation. But there was like a Twitter trend going around this summer asking that very question. Like, Celtics fans, when was the time that you realized the team was going to win? And, a lot of people have different answers to this. But mine is the same as Tatum's. Once Denver went down, Jack and I were at a men's league. I don't know if it was a playoff game or not. I think it was the playoffs. It was the playoffs because we had multiple breaks that we were watching as Minnesota clawed back in the game 7. And then we finished our second game. And Jack was like, holy shit, like Minnesota beat them. And I was like, oh my God, like the Celtics do not have any other team out there that is a real competent adversary. Even though Minnesota did play 2 tremendous games against the Celtics this year. But of course, there is the, oh, wait, what if the sky falls and disaster strikes and they lose, just like all the media is predicting? And, going up 3-0 was the, hey, everybody, you can calm down. Like, I remember being probably pissed a little bit about game 4, but I don't think I really cared. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you didn't care. You weren't mad. I mean,
cared. And I'm always mad.
Yeah, I said it then, and I'll say it again. Like, it was the most embarrassing thing that so many people picked the Mavs to win that series. People had them in like 6. People had them like, yeah, this isn't even going 7. The Mavs are going to win in 6 games. Nick Wright picked them in 5.
Yeah. You want me to pull it up?
It was ridiculous. I mean, it's just a list of, I think, 40, and like 23 picked the Celtics, 21 picked the Mavs, and 9 of 17 or something in ESPN's poll picked the Mavs, so they were favored by ESPN to win the series. It didn't make any sense. The Mavs were just clearly not the better team. Udonis Haslem had the most embarrassing answer. He said, yeah, they're deeper than the Celtics. And he started listening like Dante Exum, Josh Green, who are fine players, but like, dude, what are you doing? Like, it's just
Kirk Henderson, who, correct me if I'm wrong, is the one that tweets out like the graph that always has like all the different teams and where they rank with net rating and offensive rating, defensive rating. That may be somebody else. But of Mavs Moneyball, Kirk Henderson picked Mavs in 5. I think he was the only one.
No, Nick Wright picked Mavs in 5.
Oh, Nick Wright also did pick Mavs in 5. I am wrong. Shout out to Bill Simmons, who did not give a number of games. He just said Celtics, which is the way I prefer to do it. I hate that. I'm just like, I think they will win.
Kirk Goldsberry tweets out the graphs.
Okay.
I was like, I don't think they're the same person. Okay. Yeah, man. I think I thought the same. Like, Denver, I still think the Celtics could have beat Denver in a series, but it was going to be a lot tougher just because we've seen Denver beat them twice. They were the only team that didn't beat that the Celtics didn't beat all of last NBA season, including playoffs. And they were one of a few teams who beat them twice. Like, I think there were like 4 teams in the NBA who beat them twice. It was Nuggets beat them twice, Pacers beat them twice, Hawks beat them twice. And is that it? Is there any more that I'm missing?
OKC split.
It couldn't have been a West team because
there's going to be some shit team. No, it definitely wasn't a West team because they would have Celtics would have 0 wins against said team.
Did the Bucks beat them twice?
They did in Milwaukee both times.
Yeah.
Celtics got whomped in Milwaukee twice last year. Both on TNT, but
yeah, that was the other one. But yeah, Tatum said he knew once they were up 3-0, but also was like, once Denver was out, I felt pretty good. The whole thing. Another quote he had. We've gotten close a bunch of times. We lost in the finals. There's a lot of people that doubted us. I remember talking about, man, when we win the championship, I can't wait to tell everybody that doubted us that they had something to say. But you realize at the moment we won, when the confetti was falling in the parade, it's not about the people that doubted you. It's about you guys, the guys that supported, everyone that believed in us. I can honestly say the parade was the best 2 hours of my life, which is sick as well. I think all this, like, I mean, I said it when we went over the Missoula coaching rankings. I think all the discourse is like lazy. Just the, oh yeah, they're a really good team, so the players aren't really good. Like, we'll probably talk about it on the pod too. But Shaq was like, yeah, they had the easiest road to the championship. Shaq picked the Mavs to win. He picked the Mavericks to win the series. Like, it
That's
is
what sparked
complete.
the list of all the picks.
Yeah, it's complete revisionist history. It's crap. And did they have an easy path to the finals? Yeah, absolutely they did. But so have plenty of other teams across so many years. And no one's going to talk about the path to the finals in X amount of years, right? They won a championship. That's all that matters. But it's just ironic to call the path weak when you literally pick them to lose in a series, right? Like you can admit the path was weak, but also like admit that they were dominant. Both were true. Both can be true and both are true, right? Tyrese Halliburton missed time. Jimmy Butler didn't play in the Heat series. Donovan Mitchell missed some time in the Cavs series as well. And Jared Allen didn't play. And then the Mavs were fully healthy, by the way. Or maybe people are like, "Oh, Luke was dealing with something." Shut up, Luke was dealing with something. He sucked. Like that's just that you can't don't use this revisionist history now. I think it's
Shout out to
baloney.
Luka,
And also
who
also
was dealing with just can't play defense.
yeah. Also, people saying it like the Celtics were fully healthy. They're missing their like third best player the entire playoffs. Like they like just because the Celtics built a better roster to deal with that doesn't mean that they should get docked for it. Whatever.
Brad Stevens is to blame. I think actually Brad Stevens should have to relinquish his Executive of the Year award, because if he wasn't so good at if he was really a good executive, he would have made his team just good enough to where they would win and people would respect it, instead of being too good and then not really meeting the expectations to go along with the roster of 5 potential all-stars in the starting lineup. Like,
Mm-hmm.
listen, if you have that good of a team, you should be better. Like, plain
Yeah.
and simple. And that's what everyone was saying. No, this whole, Celtics easy path, get the shots in now, because there's only like a week left before. I
Yeah.
don't think anybody's gonna care.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm looking at like I searched like NBA finals predictions, stuff like that. And I found like a bunch of ones. NBA.com was pretty safe. They had 9 predictions and only 3 people picked the Mavs, and one was Greg Anthony, one was Shaq, the other was Michael Wright.
Shaq.
Yeah, ESPN, like I said, 9 of 17 picked the Mavs, and nobody picked Jaylen Brown to win Finals MVP. By the way, it was 9-8. The Mavs were Big Ohm picked Mavs in 7. Omar Raja, who is I think he's House of Highlights founder, who like moved to ESPN, picked Mavs in 6. Dave McMenamin picked Mavs in 6. Bobby Marks picked Mavs in 6. Tim Legler picked Mavs in 7. It just like the crazy part to me is like a lot of these people are like really smart basketball people who I respect. Like I just truly don't understand what people saw. And this isn't
Yes, you
like
do.
me using this isn't like me using revisionist history. Say like I said this in the moment. I said this before the series started. It is ridiculous. I said Celtics in 5. I think I predicted the series exactly.
Yeah.
Like the Mavs had no chance, man. And then CBS Sports had a bunch of people pick as well, and 3 out of 7 people pick Mavs. And then this other site covers, which I think is a betting site, had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people pick and 4 pick Mavs. Like it didn't make any sense to pick the Mavs in the series.
So what I'll say about this, it doesn't really fit for the rest of the sites. ESPN launching ESPN Bet and then having all of their experts be like, hey, this Mavericks team is pretty good, they're going to win. And then bettors opening ESPN Bet and seeing Mavs plus 555 or whatever it was to win the series. And they're like, oh my God, I can bet 100 to win 500 on this team that everyone says is going to win. Why would I not do that? And then they're just lighting money on fire.
Maybe I hate the conspiracy stuff. I refuse to believe it. I think it's
true.
Maybe
It's 100%
sure.
true.
I don't believe it. I think the real reason
this is one, like, it's so obvious. I mean,
Sure.
I know you don't want to indict Shams on this, and that's fine. But as a whole, ESPN, all of them having brain damage right when they're trying to launch a betting app on
Well,
this.
I think people looked at it and said, "Oh, I think Luke is the best player in the series, and that's all that matters." I truly think people just saw it that way, and I think that's ridiculous. Like, I think people are just like, "Yeah, he's the best. He look at how good he is. Look at how like many shots he makes. His offense
Jack,
is
you had
great."
people on there saying that the Mavs have better depth.
I know. Well, that's
You
Udonis
pulled
Haslem.
that
That's
in this
Udonis Haslem.
video.
He's not ESPN. He's not ESPN.
He is on ESPN. He's on First Take.
You can believe it if you want. I don't like the conspiracy, man. I'm not gonna.
That's
maybe.
fine. I'm telling you, the listener. Jack
Sure.
Jack does not co-sign. I'm telling you right now. ESPN was corrupt ahead of the finals, trying to get people to burn their money.
All this is going to lead to. All this is going to lead to is I'll say, Jack, you're such a fucking idiot. Of course he's right, because they all just agree with you when you say this bullshit. So this is just a lose for me. This is just.
I'm put you in a bad spot, but I wholeheartedly believe this. Like sure. I am all in on this.
Yes. Also, Nike is scamming the league. I'm just gonna give you guys all the stuff to like shit on me for
Nike
goes this fucking tinfoil hat on.
I'm gonna bring they are trying to milk money out of everybody with the jerseys.
I'm just gonna bring it. I need to have a tinfoil hat right here on the show that I'm ready to put on whenever there's some shit that you want to say that I don't agree with.
Run through them quick, and I'll give you a quick defense.
I don't want to do this right now. I want to end the video because I'm just going to get shit on in the comments. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let us know what you think of Tatum and the Mavs and all the stuff. Appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe, all the same. Take it out.
Thank you guys very much for listening and watching. Be nice to Jack in the comments. As you comment, make sure you also leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel because guess what? Training camp this week. We're going to be here with real content. Hit the bell so you don't miss any of it. We're coming at you with full pods Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Game recaps when the games are finally back. We're almost there. The morning after each one. And then other videos like this one are going up in between to keep you guys engaged and busy. You can find us on Spotify and Apple too. If you're just an audio person, that's fine. We love you. You can find all pods and recaps up there. So if you follow, they go right into your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Jack and I will be doing our last pod before training camp. So get those emails in. Send in your conspiracy theories, and maybe we'll tell you if they're right or wrong. I would love to hear. hbtcpod@gmail.com. The socials are at How About the MCs for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's the name of the pod. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's at JacksMoneNBA. Mine is at Sam LaFrance. NBA is at France.